Okay, guys, we are gonna go storm chasing. I am just waiting. Um, um, hold on, I'm trying to find my speaker. All right, let me see. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. Um, oh, we're all. That's fine. Oh, so yeah, my Maypole Farms. Holy cow! I'm not even 12 months in, and I am making so much money. Oh, no. I mean, I think I made almost 800,000 this last in the month of June. Yeah. Well, I didn't sell anything in the month of May. Getting real estate to pop up has been brutally non-existent. Let's find this tornado. What time is it supposed to hit? In the next hour? All right. Let me find where's our four-wheeler? Oh, that's right. You gonna haul around on that in that tractor looking for it? Now, just trying to see. Usually the map will tell you. So I don't know if you want to turn off weather destruction because tornadoes will wipe out an entire farm. Oh, it's behind us. Yeah, it's on our farm. It's like ripping through. Slow down the time. Slow it down. Oh no. Oh, crap. Right. And it won't do anything to us either. Like, yeah, you can drive right through the eye of the tornado. No, no, it will damage trees. Well, it's it's totally wiped out our grass field. Wow, and look at all the trees. Remember, we're letting two of them die out. I've never, I've only been around them during the daylight hours, so having it at night is kind of cool. I don't really know. I hope it works its way out towards the ocean. Oh, no, it looks like it's going down in the valley. Well, it's just taking the tops. But if you notice, it takes. Oh yeah. Ooh, a twister left a path of destruction on your farm. Well, that's just your normal monthly money. But I gotta see the path of destruction. Let me see. We've got. But it took all these spruce trees and turned them into like if you look at the damaged trees, it just says ravaged tree. But look at them all. I mean, just actually they sell really well. Like just as a plain log, I think they sell really well. Yeah, and they're straight and they got um that what is that? The Scotch pine? Is that what it is? It's got that Scotch pine, which is a heavier pine. But it did. It took out like 45 trees. Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh, look at that. Our barley's ready. And I just drove through it. Uh, faffing around. I forgot. I went spent like that 20 minutes on 20 30 minutes on redoing our yard last time, didn't I? We've got yep. Oh, do we have yeah. Is our soybeans is that worth its max this month? So we probably have soybeans to go and take. Because I remember I screwed those up, I think, too. Are we baling up straw? We were gonna get, I thought we needed the manure. All right. Oh, this thing is, make sure we're enabled. I'm an enabler. There's nothing? No, I did, unless I left it in the trailer. Yeah, 'cause we should have had oats too. Well, that's weird. Been a lot of lag. I'm not happy about lag. Next month's gonna be busy too, because we got all that canola, and I think our oats. We planted oats, didn't we? So if we're gonna have all these cows and stuff, should we make this little tiny field over here? Should we turn it into grass? Yeah, I was just kind of wondering if it's, it's such a small field. Is it worth keeping it as an arable or, I mean, I don't care one way or another, really. Um, oh, well, I was just kind of wondering. But I mean, we did put all that grass in too, so we don't really need more grass. Holy cow, this is a long, this thing is huge. So the pipe on this thing, it it's got to be probably 10 feet beyond the header. It's true. But remember we were like, "Oh, this lights on this doesn't work." And or they work, but they don't light anything up. My biggest pet peeve. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see where that uh can probably happen. No, don't hear that often. Oh, I mean it is, but it would it would be our what third most powerful tractor. I say we hold out for something over 200, preferably preferably 250. Yeah, and it's essentially it's worthless to even try and bother selling. It's only worth like 4,000. Yeah, I agree. And and really when it comes to mowing, I think we could just set a worker to it. Okay, that does. Can you oh, actually no, it doesn't work. That doesn't work. I was thinking, can you use a bale wrapper behind it? Because huh. Actually, I was pleasantly surprised. This gave almost 10,000 liters on the initial round this field. No, it's not bad at all. Because I think what we'll wind up doing is I want to widen this field when we get rid of that thing. Yeah, and kind of use like those trees as like the border of the field. We do need to be on the lookout for a corn header. Yeah, minimum. True. Um, I would put that header on this harvester though, just so we didn't have to, just so we didn't have to stop every 3,500 liters. Yeah, I mean, I'd like something at least 7.5 meters, but larger yet. I was just gonna look. I shouldn't be fapping about like that though. Yeah, the one I'm really liking, I mean, worst case scenario, well, no, I think we get that. So the Lizard has the Colossus pack mod with the 13 to 50 meter header. But I feel like it's too cheap. Now the John Deere 627C is 13.4 meters, 84,000. So the North Star, which one's that? No, North the Geringhoff, that's 9 meters. Yeah, it's the foldable John Deere one. It's just I don't see where we can paint it. But if we got a John Deere harvester to go with it, we could have a uh we could have a soybean harvester and a I'm sorry, a sunflower and corn harvester and a uh real harvester. No, a real. No, no, no. Every soybean and or every sunflower and corn farmer in America would know a reel is the thing that spins. Yeah, yeah, slightly. When we did we didn't even use a combine to harvest our corn growing up. A 2 row uh, new idea corn picker. It it pulled the corn off the husk off the stalk and left it whole, and we had corn cribs, and we would grind our corn with a little bit of oats and feed it to our cows. Uh, we didn't do we didn't do dairy, of course. We just did beef. We are just fattening them up. My dad flail chopping. Uh, my my parents' farm. My dad did. Uh, we did corn, wheat, and soybeans. And then, like every other year, he would plant oats so that he would plant it so that he had just enough to last 2 years to mix in with the corn when we ground it up. And we when you were baling straw, wheat straw, it's really clean. Oat straw is dirty and nasty. Oh, it's so bad. Like you be out there and you get done and you'll cough for like 3 days and you'll just be coughing up this black stuff. And it doesn't happen with the oat or with the wheat, just with the oats. Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't even see we had 171, almost 172,000. One of the things I think we need to look for is a, a, a tipper, or better yet, getting a um, trailer for the semi. No, it's not a matter of not liking the tipper. It's just it's so heavy that these tractors are struggling hauling it when it's full. Yeah, but the John Deere is like you don't want to tie it up on hauling grain. Hmm, true. Well, we might need to get another tipper anyhow, just for the sheer fact that uh, one tipper at some point might not be enough because we might be doing multiple harvests the same time. Gosh, dang it. Oh yeah, I can do that. I'll do that before I dump in here. I'll just fill them up. So this Valtra, the braking on it is awful. I never realized it. I never realized it. Super loaded up. The Hugo. It's not pretty in the process. Hmm. Well, we are full on chicken feed, and oh, we if you filled that, we'd never be able to feed them. I'd love to get an auto loading log trailer just to see how it works. Yeah. Oh, that's true. In my maple farm, I'm taking shortcuts. And it's wood it's lumber that's making me so much money. Well, I've got two sawmills going, and one of them, it's the prefab walls. You make a lot of money in a hurry with prefab walls. So the one really nice thing about this header is it does go 7 miles an hour. It's good. I think it's a good mid-range harvester. I think it was the right step up. Yeah, like the one on the Massey is only like 5 miles an hour. So eventually we'll get rid of that one just so we're not tabbing over. And we could probably get rid of it now so we're not. Well, we could keep the header and just get rid of the thing we don't want to tab into. We got a lot of trees here. Holy cow. Yeah, I can't wait to get this field widened out a little bit more. I don't know what we'll plant in it though for next year. Really? What's that? Maybe this will be a cotton field. Well, can we afford to get a cotton harvester in the next year though with everything else we want? We might be 2 years from cotton. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But that's going to get cut down in half here shortly because we're getting rid of two of them. Well, we could. Yeah, because there's just not enough time in the day to haul back and forth for those things. Oh, really? Ooh, it's gonna be close. Am I gonna fill this thing up or am I gonna just barely be short? Oh, 100 liters short of filling it up one more time. That's all right. How many bales you got there? Nice. That other field's only got like one bale in it. 11. 70,000 liters. Nice. That'll get us. And that's not all the baling that we'll have because we still have oats. Nice. I've never used it. No, I put in a mod on our competitive um, from Town Productions pack. I'm interested in seeing how it works. Huh? It's the one that does uh, malted barley syrup and glucose syrup. I mean, I turned it on and I was like thinking that it might be a little on the OP side for the glucose syrup, but it's corn and water. And I got to looking at it. It uses like two corn for one, two corn and like one water for one syrup. And I'm like, oh, that's a lot of consumption. And basically it's just barely slightly more than selling your corn. I was like, but it pumps out a ton of it. Like it'll pump out like 10,000 liters in no time. But you're only gaining like a couple $100 per 1,000 liters. So I was like, this might not have been the best choice of adding another mod for this playthrough because it's going to take forever to pay off. All right, I'm just unloading the tipper. I got 18,500 in the tipper. There's already 10,000 in the silo. We're going to have to get an extension on this. This thing only holds, what, 75,000 liters? All right, let's back this thing up. All right, I got that done. Turn this back on again. Why won't you let me fold? Oh, that's dumb. You can't be towing the header trailer and fold the harvester hopper at the same time. Are you getting the bales right now? And I'm gonna go ahead and put the shoot stuff on the Voltra and start cutting down those trees. Yeah, I was just waiting until we extended it out. Well, the one I guess we could do whenever. What's the matter? Oh yeah. Okay. Eh, we could get a haystack, then load our tipper. But we should probably do it right. All right. So where do we want to put manure pit near your barn for the dairy cows. It's such a, I wonder, I think I might have an idea. Do we need to have that area to be able to drive behind it? All right. Then I think I might be able to put one right there. That one is expensive, $140,000. But don't you have to have the, yeah, but that's for the sow hut. Oh yeah. Um, okay, but I like this the manure heap too from the Dutch sheep barn mod because that one will do 360 as well. And, and it's only 2,000. Like it matters. 2 million. Yeah. I was just wondering if we want to put it in a way that we could drive past it. Well, that's all grass. I guess I could put it like this. What if we put them in? I'm just kind of wondering. Well, so animals, straw blowers. I mean, does it matter? We had there's two. There's a coon and an Elmer's. It's yellow versus red. They both can hold two bales. All right. Well, plus it's an Elmer Ravage. That's right. All right, that's waiting for you. Oh, I meant to go place that. Hmm. Where do I want to place this dang thing? We really should return our stump grinder and actually buy one. I think we have at least. No, we've had it for 9 months. All right, well, I'll return it right now because I was looking at it. We got to save that money every month. So I know where I want to place that. Will this Velmet run the Devour Trees? And does the Devour Trees have a storage? Okay. Do we have a pallet of kimchi? Wow. Look at us being all fancy pantsed. You know what? I don't think I did not grab the Devour Trees. Is it? I thought it was Devour Trees. Yeah, it's not even really by the sheep farm, but it's way down in that area. I just wanted to take out 4 trees before I place that thingamabobber. I didn't do the manure pit down by the other cows. Okay. Looks like 32 trees is what got destroyed. Yeah, so I just drove through there and drove slowly. So I was like, I wonder how many there are. I did some baking today and I don't know why. I think it's just a fat man reflex, but when I made muffins, I was not patient enough to let them cool. Oh, they're fantastic. Well, no, it wasn't that they were gooey. It was um I got a blister in my mouth. Just I couldn't wait. They were chocolate and peanut butter chip. Three bales in, huh? All right. Manure heap number two. It's like Mambo number five. You're gonna have that stupid song caught in your head. And you are gonna be perfectly within your rights to blame me. Remember the Macarena? It was really popular 25-ish years ago. And right around the same time, my uh, two of my really good friends, Mike and Raina, got married. Oh, we used, yeah, exactly. It went on for a good while before we all started getting sick of it. Those are the shenanigans. They were like the first of our friend group to get married. Oh, is that Super Troopers? Waiting. I'm trying to think of waiting. Oh, is that Ryan Reynolds? The movie I really enjoy. Um, it's just stupid, but I really love watching Without a Paddle. I just noticed that one of the trees that the storm damaged is one of our floating trees. So I think just because I think just out of respect for the floating tree that's now chopped in half from the top as well, we should leave it. Thoughts and prayers. So these new baby chicks that I bought today, um, my kid was like, I want to look these things up to see what they're supposed to look like, but I'm afraid it's going to take me to a really inappropriate website. They're called Black Sex Link. Yeah, you have to specify chickens. I mean, the price couldn't pass them up. $1 a chicken, and they were pullets. What? Putting it in? All right, so maybe we return the shredder and actually get that haystack. The haystack will accept it, and we can just pull it out as straw in a tipper. If we do that, though, we'll make it fair, and we have to use like an 8,000 liter trailer just to be annoying. I've cut like 15 of these dead trees down. These things are massive. Holy cow. I wonder what I wonder what one of these is going to give us for how many liters. So we're at 96,760. They're only about 3,500. Should have taken up a couple of them up to the let's go find our log trailer. I'm just curious at this point. Just wonder what one of them will sell for. Oh yeah, we were gonna put goats up on this hill. Or not goats, sheep, weren't we? Oh, that's right. Well, we don't own this part. Okay. Just want to get to a point where I can toss a tree in here. Yeah, I'll just drive over the trees. That's fine. Oh, I gotta see. I think Pistons were playing tonight. You don't want Giannis. Um, I mean, it would, but they'd only all be healthy at the same time for like 4 games. Yes, he was. Um, yeah, but once his athleticism starts to really truly fade, Brown, I think will be 30 next year. Tatum, I think will be 29. Yeah. Well, and they have Derek White too. I mean, but we've seen where, all these big threes, they don't always mesh because Giannis and Tatum, they're very similar players. So really, is Giannis really gonna move the needle that much? Because you're talking about three guys that need the ball in their hands to really do something. Is there enough opportunities to go around to really capitalize on the investment? One of those one of those trees is only worth about $1,000. No. See, I think the Celtics really messed up when they let Drew Holiday go. They do need to focus, but every time somebody says, "Oh, we need to improve our defense," defensive players, they aren't cheap. Um, and it stinks that, they just got rid of some. I mean, I know Derek White's a good defensive player, but he's just one guy. Jalen Brown, no, he's not a defensive anything. See, I think Detroit is kind of setting themselves up to be the Oklahoma City of the East, but better defensively. See, the guy that Boston should be looking to try and go after is a guy like Herb Jones from the Pelicans. Um, he kind of fell out of favor in New Orleans, which is hard to believe that anybody could fall out of favor in a team that's so bad. Um, I just don't think they utilized him properly. Which part, like where our silo and stuff is? Um, Well, what would you want to get? Is it because of how I placed all the barns? Um, yeah. Well, what if we and here's a kind of an idea that I don't know if it really has much merit, but what if we got rid of the raspberries? Because they don't go into a production that we have. We could. We've spent money in worst ways. No, no, I was just thinking about, is there any, because we can't lift the raspberries, can we? It's just kind of an annoyance when it comes to selling them. But that would free up some space on the yard so that we could expand. Did I fill this stupid thing? Yeah, Pistons won today again. Beat the Celtics. Everybody wants to everybody wants the Pistons to have this big rivalry with the Celtics, and it's never really come to pass because, well, there's the Pacers and there's the Celtics, and those are the two teams in the East that the Pistons hate. That old 80s rivalry, Pistons and Celtics, was brutal. But I do like that idea of getting all the grass equipment down here. It would just make a lot of sense. And took a lot of these trees out. There's still a ton left. I'm wondering if I should put a just bring the chicks inside the from the garage. Yeah. Well, I don't have a light on them. I have a fleece blanket uh wrapped around the entire outside of the. I put them in our old metal dog kennel. Um, and I wrapped a fleece blanket around it all the way around it. And they were in there. They're nice and cozy. They're all sleeping. And they were fairly warm, but it's going to get down in the 30s tonight. And so in the garage, it might get a little chilly. The 30s. No? Oh, they're not the elongated ones? Look like a football in German. If you do it in Russian, they might think you're trying to take over. I mean, you could. They'd probably be like one of those one of those Yankees is getting under our skin. They find out what your IP address is and they just start like um flooding you with tornadoes. You know, I haven't paid much attention to the stream at all. Make sure make sure you're the only one that's been chatting. Yeah. Stranger in the night. Louder than the storm. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, okay. Should just put them on the back of the flatbed trailer. I don't know how many of these things I've cut, but I feel like it's a lot. I always go with bad news first. Yeah, that is kind of a bummer. So what's the good news? I mean, you're reaching on good news. It's weird that it's only like 7:43 in game and it's like this dark and it's June. Doesn't quite seem quite right. Yeah, we haven't even hit the summer solstice yet. My kid didn't was not happy with me earlier today because I picked him up from school and I was like just trying to hang out with him. And I was like, let's go into Harbor Freight. And he's like, I don't want to. And I'm like, dude, it's full of tools. You do want to. Ugh. Yeah, we went. He complained the whole time. I'm like, what else are you gonna do? Oh, I want to go home. Like, you can go home anytime. He's gonna be a junior in high school next year. Like, you'll be fine hanging out with your old man for, a couple hours. Well, to each his own. Trust me, one of my boys, he doesn't do the dresses, but he's like, He's like, "Can we paint our nails?" I'm like, I ain't painting mine. I'm just like, dude, you're 9. Go ahead, do what makes you happy. He hasn't asked in a long time. I think he got picked on at school. Did have one kid. Holy, he had a pair of Crocs that had like a almost like a tie-dye rainbow look to them. He won't wear them now. Won't wear them now because some kid on the bus told him that uh they looked gay. I'm just like, punch that kid in the throat. You liked your shoes. It's all that matters. That's right. And my wife says, she's like, sometimes I really dislike kids. I'm like, no, you don't dislike kids. Kids are that way because their parents are terrible people. It's got nothing to do with the kid. You just dislike the parent. The kid doesn't know any better because that's how they're taught. I have told my boys, I'm like, if you better never start a fight, but you better defend yourself because once people know that they can, you know, do whatever they want without fear of, you defending yourself or anything like that, they'll never stop. And I'm like, so, it's that old, don't start a fight, just finish one. I'm like, you just defend yourself. If you get suspended from school because you were defending yourself from somebody that was aggressive towards you, I'm not going to be mad. You start a fight with someone, I'm going to be mad. Mm. But it's probably the only time that you had to deal with them, isn't it? Sleep? Yeah. I think we already went past that 2 hours. Okay. That sounds good. Let's go ahead, sleep. I just want to see what's in the sales when we're Well, look at that tipper. Yeah, I saw the New Holland, but that's smaller than our current one. But but- well, it upgrades to bigger, but for 36,000. But I guess we could, yeah, and it would pull our trailer at the same time, so we'd have almost 40. That man, that thing's ugly. Well, and if we do have a month where we have multiple crop types to harvest, you know, one a tractor could pull the tipper and this could go to the other field. We'll think on it. We'll decide on our next one. It's not going anywhere for a little bit. Okay. Oh man.